Gentlemen, let me now invite Prorector of Commercialization at NAST, Dr. Rizwan Riaz, to come forward and give his welcome remarks.
Dr. Rizwan Riaz.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon. Today is a historic day. Historic because it's the first not because it's something new for us. It's something new in terms of a facility in the country, a facility for the sector in Pakistan. But I think you will find that, as some of our guests have already visited, that NUST is a place of many firsts and many news. So you've seen a small clip, a lot of numbers were thrown at you. I would like to focus on just a couple to make the emphasis on the quality of research and the quality of HR that we see here. We are number 334 in the world, but when we are number 334 in the world, we have gone up 200 places in the last 6 years. So it's not a university at 3 focus on Pakistan. Well, in some of these sustainable development goals and research and impact related to them, we've been ranked in the top 100 universities of the world, while we are overall in the top 200. 2 SDGs, we are number 63 and number 67. And in 1 SDG, research and impact on clean and affordable power, we're number 4 in the world. Imagine a university from the developing world competing with the Stanfords and Harvards and Cambridges of the world and standing number 4 in the world. In fact, in the ranking ceremony this year, they actually announced us to be a case study of how a university from the developing world can be number 4 in an area like alternate energy, which everybody's working on. I mentioned it to some guests there. 4.5 is our acceptance rate of the applicants who come apply to us. 60,000 apply every year, 2,500 come in. It is harder to get into NUST than it is to get into Howard, which has an acceptance rate of 6%. Which means the kids that you will find here are they are the top of the cream of the crop of Pakistan. And the capability and the facilities, the capability that they have are augmented by the facilities and the faculty that we have. So hopefully, this is just the beginning of a partnership with JAS and our partners in this technology. And this is just the start of what we can do. I'm deliberately not going into the technicalities of the lab because we have Dr. Hamad Chima coming right after me and talking about this project specifically. But I just wanted to tell the audience, many of you who may not know of NUST as much as you should, engage with this university. Use these kids and use these faculties and use these facilities to bring the technology.
Thank you, Dr. Rizwan. And as Dr. Rizwan mentioned, next up is someone who will be able to elaborate further on what this innovation lab, what potential this innovation lab holds for all of us, and the plan that we're going to be moving forward with for the next 3 years, at least to begin with. Let me please welcome Dr. Hamad Chima, who's Principal Science NUST, where this lab is located, to say a few words.
Distinguished guests, Dr. NUST, ladies and gentlemen, it was year 2018 when I was attending a similar session in this auditorium on the topic of industry-academia linkage. One of the experts in the panel said something which stuck with me ever since. He said something which I earnestly wanted to change, and I wanted to see that in my academic lifetime. And he said that industry in Pakistan is focused on operations, deployment and maintenance. And we should not expect them to invest in research and development in the near future. Fast forward to 4 years, standing here today, I can proudly say, ladies and gentlemen, that the day of change has arrived. To the best of my knowledge, the 5G Innovation Lab Supported by Jazz as the largest single contribution in the academic sector of Pakistan, having focused on mainly the research outcomes. Therefore, when the telecom history of the country will be written 14th December 2022, will be right up there and remembered as a major milestone in the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, School of Interdisciplinary Engineering and Sciences, or SCIENCE, was established at the beginning of this year to promote and cultivate interdisciplinary research at NUST. To achieve this, we have brought together 30 high-end research labs from 10 NUST schools that have been housed under one roof, and they are working on diverse domains including AI, robotics, IoT, chip design, bioinformatics, cybersecurity, renewable energy, VR, AR, and agri-tech. The second focus of this unique school is to bring in industry-backed R&D labs, and the Jazz 5G Innovation Lab is a major addition to science and the NUST ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, the establishment of the 5G Innovation Labs means a huge deal to the research community of Pakistan. The purpose of the lab is to provide a platform to conduct research and develop locally relevant and socially driven use cases utilizing the 5G technology. These could range from health tech, education tech, industry 4.0, agriculture, autonomous vehicles, and many more. The lab would adopt an all-inclusive, collaborative, and open approach towards all stakeholders, whether they are from other universities, tech startups, industries, or government sector, so that the benefits can reach far and wide. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3-year roadmap has also been drafted for the lab and includes the 3 main thrusts. First, to accelerate research on use cases, a focused call for proposal will be launched to solicit 5G proposal. In that context, support and patronage from Ministry of IT and Telecom and Ignite would be really appreciated. Second, the trainings on 5G core technologies will be launched at different levels to create awareness and generate the trained manpower. And third and last, we would like to pursue academic research and discourse will be promoted through conferences and seminars. These outcomes will be shared with the stakeholders as policy papers, facilitating their decision making at various levels. In the end, I would like to pay my gratitude to the Jazz team who have been extremely professional and dedicated to this cause. Rector NUST and Co-Rector RIC, thank you for your leadership and support during the process. And finally, my science team who made it possible on the ground. Thank you very much, Pakistan.
Thank you, Dr. Hamad. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite CEO Jazz, Mr. Ahmed Ibrahim, to come forward and give his remarks on this initiative.
Assalamu alaikum, General Bukhari, Shraza, thank you for joining us. Our colleagues from Turkey. We talk about a partnership, and from there we have taken within a span of 4 to creating a lab over here. So please, let's give a big round of applause for it. Occasions like this, we tend to forget a lot of other important people. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution from Huawei, our technology partners. Please, a round of applause for them also. And of course, to the teams, both at Jazz and at NUST, who have dedicatedly worked. There is no better place than where we are today to actually put our minds together. We must bring technology which is relevant. We cannot continue to name things and just bring them to Pakistan and hope they will. 5G is not just faster internet. If it were just faster internet, we can do that with 4G also. We can build speeds up to 100x more. But what we have with 5G is the potential of redefining our lives, the way that we live, the way that we connect devices, the way that we connect ourselves. And for that, what we also need is to recognize and factor in what is unique and different about Pakistan. So the growth of relevant use cases has been the missing And I hope that this lab actually helps the students and the faculty who will be working and supporting them to create use cases which are relevant for Pakistan. Because some of the use cases which are being shown across around the world in 5G perhaps will take a whole lot longer to become a reality in Pakistan, and we can't wait that long. So hopefully what we have today is a starting point. Within the next few months, I hope that we will start seeing some really exciting products and ideas coming out of here. We will be here with you, Rizwan Saab, Hamad Saab, Jan Saab, we will be here with you to celebrate those successes. But for now, you can just continue the rest of the ceremony. Once again, heartiest congratulations and thank you from my side and my team.
It's a pleasure to be here. And let me pick up where Amir left. Thank you, Pakistan. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve 75 million subscribers in this country. We have invested $10.3 billion over the presence that we have on the last years. Last 2 years alone, almost we invested $1 billion to upgrade our networks for bringing 4G for all. But today,
MNOs, governments can simulate new business models and converge services that require diverse expertise. The rapid growth in the mobile data traffic and consumer demand for enhanced mobile broadband experience have led to an increasing emphasis on that upcoming fifth generation of mobile technology. We have witnessed a very healthy appetite for high-speed mobile broadband, and therefore Pakistan is preparing for quick and successful launch of 5G in collaboration with relevant stakeholders and vigorously working on 5G roadmap and spectrum in the various bands. ET under the policy directive by the federal government